The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that.
And a chance! Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Raul, Serginho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes, while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Back towards the middle. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he finish? And another try!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Marquinhos. Back to the keeper it goes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. First quarter of an hour gone. He is through here. Mbappe. Van Bouten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Owen, and the pass is intercepted. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, that's a key interception. Ljungberg. Vieira. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played out to the left flank, and here's Raul.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Hazard can see things others simply cannot. He's picked his way through. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. Yamal, that's going across goal. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Al Nassr are looking to break at pace. Tries to pass it through. Great vision. That is ended up in no man's land. Raul. Owen receives it in a good position here. He's having a shot! Oh, terrible pass. And he's following up! Doué is flagged offside. Messi. Xabi Alonso. Hazard. And it's Messi. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that's well spotted. Ljungberg. Belletti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! is! Al Nassr take the lead! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Number 15, Michael Owen.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Fletcher did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Al Nassr leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And this is Raul.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Looking to play him in. Mbappe gets flagged offside. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first half thoughts?
Al Nassr really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Al Nassr looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So we're underway for the second half. Al Nassr currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Vitinha.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, the ball's gone astray. Serginho. And it's Fletcher. Ljungberg. And it's Belletti. Now it's Owen. Now, can they get him away? That is good alertness. Ljungberg. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Al Nassr really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Vitinha, Messi, and it's Messi, and it's Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ljungberg, driving forward, and there's green grass ahead of him. Shot a goal! Oh, good finish! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was a given. It always was.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Al Nassr are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Vitinha. So we've reached the hour mark.
Al Nassr have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Messi. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Picked out brilliantly. Darren Fletcher. Ljungberg. And Doué. Owen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased...
And Owen! And that's a sharp finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Al Nassr are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Raul. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some...
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
He is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Vieira. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. To Darren Fletcher. Now it's Owen. A probing pass. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. It's a promising position. Hangs in, gets his head on it! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now it's Owen. Great ball, and he's in here. Honas! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Vieira. Platini. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. But it's Owen, and that has left him in a heap. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and...
And the finish! And he's done it!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Assegnato al 14° minuto, numero 22.
So, a breakthrough already. Maldini. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls.
Hoeneß really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Zanetti goes for a shot! And that's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Assegnato al 20° minuto.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Hoeneß. Araujo can clear it away. Searching pass he's played there. Nicely worked. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Belletti. Kukçu. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, that pass isn't the best. Approaching the half-hour mark. Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. McAllister. And a chance! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Hernes.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Doué. Persib Bandung are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Kirkchu. Oh, that's nice. Big chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Persib Bandung really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's Michel Platini. He won't be happy with that one. Kukcu. Doué in acres of space out wide. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And they can counter here. Platini. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chips it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And we are up to the break.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now this could be a chance.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Vieira. Beckham. Tries to pass it through. He's one-on-one, surely! Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Lovely pass. Shot a goal! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
And now he has two. Oh, he's having a shot! And there's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So could they be onto something here? Great vision.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bellingham. Beckham. Owen. Leicester spots it and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? Persib Bandung can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Shoots! Oh, he's been caught napping. Darren Fletcher. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Serginho. Ball played for Kukçu, and he's been shifted off it. That's an imaginative pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Bellingham. McAllister. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the pass is intercepted. Can he spark a counter here? McAllister. Vieira. Marquinhos. Kukçu. Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted. He's had it taken off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Owen. Stood up well to him there. Vieira. Now it's McAllister. Now it's Platini.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're quick to get it back. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22, numero 11, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 19, Eto'o, il numero 14, Neymar, il numero 24, cambio di giocatori.
Milan have opted to make another change here. McAllister taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Beckham. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And this is Eto'o. Ernest. It's Park Ji-sung. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Owen. De Bruyne. That's Vieira. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kukçu. And the number on the board is 3. Park Ji-sung. Ernest. Chance, surely! And yes, it's there! Deep into injury time!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Persib Bandung. And the referee brings it to a close. Persib Bandung can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Swings it across. That has been cut short. Nedved. Hazard. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Raul has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
What a start, and he's going direct.
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Vieira. And it's Marquinhos. Nedved. Now that's well seen too. Belletti. And here's Owen. Tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the... Oh, he's been caught napping! Rijkaard gets flagged offside. So we're still where we started right now. And here's Owen. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Owen. Nedved. It's Schneider. And it's Gerrard. And he was quick to react. Serginho. Darren Fletcher. And it's Rijkaard. And Adams. Rijkaard. Raul. Belletti. Now it's crossed into the middle. Oh, important interception. Agbadou plays it all the way forward. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's managed to get free. Gerrard couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Rijkaard. Vieira. Raul. And the pass is intercepted. Ibrahimovic going after that. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schneider. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, it's a great ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the finish! Nedved. China do have a chance to counter here.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, the pass wasn't good enough.
It's Snyder! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! China! And it's China who take the lead. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. And it's Rijkaard. Adams. Belletti. And that has left him in a heap. Adams spots it and intercepts. And here's Owen. And here's Owen.
There will be 1 minute added
Can he
time.
finish? And a neat finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Number 22.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And we'd like
So
to
we reached the
inform you now
halfway
that the
point.
latest travel
Well, you have to ask
information is
questions
currently
how
being
this has
displayed
stayed
on the
1-1,
screen.
Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Lobbed in behind, and this is Hazard. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
No luck with that dink over the top. Marquinhos. Belletti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gerrard. Now there's a... Nedved! They've scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
China leading now. Now it's Raul, and it's Rijkaard. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely weighted ball. Silvestre is in a really good position out wide. Persib Bandung really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Just about up to the hour now. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Vieira. Oh, it's come loose. And he's running through. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. China with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's the keeper's ball. Persib Bandung have the chance to go the other way. And this is Nedved. Hazard has given away a free kick. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be a throw-in. Goes for goal! Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Belletti, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. Now it's Owen. No way through. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Rijkaard. Belletti. Now it's Owen. Looking for the run. Hazard.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great vision. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
China surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hazard has it in a wide position. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gerrard. Here's a chance!
Substitutions taking place.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Now it's Fletcher. Nedved with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Wriggles his way through. Well, now here's a decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Pinches it off him.
China really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now it's Fletcher. Nedved gets a good foot in there.
2 added minutes
And it's
has been
Fletcher.
indicated.
And here's Owen. He's being urged to shoot. This looks promising. Persib Bandung could have here their final chance.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the...